Hey guys, so I am ready to share some empties for the month of September with you. Today is a little bit of a no makeup day for me because we took our little dog, Mr. Kong, to the vet. He seems to have gotten a little ear infection, and we took him early this morning, and I just didn't really have a chance to get ready before we took him in. So I'm actually waiting for the vet to call me to come pick him up, which I'm hoping is soon because I am missing him like crazy. You don't know how much you appreciate your pets until they are away for a little bit. And it's so quiet around the house, and Stella's asking where Mr. Kong is, and I just want him back. Not that I don't trust them, but you know. Okay, so I have my bag of empties here for you. I'm going to go ahead and get started with some makeup empties because I have those sitting in front of me. First thing, I used up a sample of the Yves Saint Laurent Touche Eclat. This was just a Sephora sample I got. I used this for a few days. This is, you can kind of see it here. This is a very salmon-y colored concealer or brightener. This is the number 1, by the way, so that's the shade. So I did like the brightening effect that this gave my under eye area, but I just don't think it reacted well with my skin. By the end of the day, it made my under eye area look a little bit creepy. So it started out looking nice, but then towards the end of each day that I wore it, and I think I wore it for like 3 successive days in a row, I just didn't like the look of it towards like middle end of the day. So this isn't something that I would purchase, but I am looking for a high-end like brightener to be able to use. This is the Becca Evermatte Poreless Priming Perfector. This was a sample that I got at Sephora. I actually have 2 more samples of these, of this, and I really like this a lot. This is something that I will purchase in the full size once next summer rolls around. It was very helpful during the hotter months when I needed a little bit of extra oil absorption, and this definitely did the job. I still probably prefer using my Milk of Magnesia as a primer during the summer, but this is a great alternative to that. It doesn't work quite as well as the Milk of Magnesia. And if you're wondering what I'm talking about, just go to my main page and type in Milk of Magnesia in the search bar, and I've done several videos on it. It works really great if you have super oily skin, but this is definitely something that is an actual makeup item, whereas the Milk of Magnesia is not. That works well on crazy oily skin. So I will be purchasing this in the full size at some point. Probably not now since summer is over and my skin is calming down a little bit. I finished up a NYX blush in taupe, which is what I use for my contouring every single day. You can see that I still have a little bit left around the edges, but once it gets to this point, it's really hard to use, and it starts to crumble, and it just makes a mess. And so since this is pretty inexpensive, when they get to this point, I just kind of toss them. That might seem wasteful, but I have several backups, and I usually only pay like $4.99 for one of these, so I don't feel bad. I mean, I use this every day for several months, so got my use out of it. I think I may be able to get one more use out of this. This is my Laura Geller Balance and Brighten. This is one of my holy grail powder foundations. I use powder foundation because of my oily skin. It just works better for me. So this is one that I have purchased for years and years and years, and I love it. I use the color Fair. It's basically one of the best powder foundations that I've ever used. Another holy grail of mine is the Everyday Minerals bases. I really like these as well. I don't have any more backups, and that makes me really sad, but I've decided to go ahead and finish up some of my Everyday Minerals backups before going back to repurchase this. So I will miss it, but it will be mine again in the future. I will absolutely repurchase this. Okay, let's get into some of the bath items, which I'm glad that I'm doing this video because Craig is actually coming home from work tonight, and we are tearing out our bathroom to do bathroom remodel number 2 in our house. Stella's bathroom was just finished a few weeks ago, and now we're just going to do it all over again in our bathroom. But once it's done, then like the major stuff will be done upstairs. We still have to finish crown molding and new baseboards and door jambs and stuff like that, but that's not quite as major as a bathroom remodel. So first thing, this is holy grail for me. This is the Nissan shampoo. This happens to be the Perla Beige or Blonde Pearl, and I ordered this off of Amazon. I love this shampoo. I love the conditioner. The conditioner is called The Treatment. It is extremely purple and pigmented. This keeps my blonde hair very ashy looking. It turns it ashy very quickly, so I only have to use this once or twice a week. Whereas with a lot of other purple shampoos and conditioners, I almost have to use them on a daily basis to get any kind of like toning effect from them. So this is fantastic. I will continue to purchase this time and time again. I love this stuff. This is a Paula's Choice Earth Sourced Purely Natural Refreshing Toner. I really like this. This was a sample with one of my Paula's Choice orders. I actually have another haul coming up for you guys. I purchased some more items from Paula's Choice. I am just loving this brand overall. This toner was kind of thick. It was an odd toner. I don't think I would actually purchase this one, but it was nice to be able to use it. It was very gentle. I would say if you have really sensitive skin, this would be a really good one to go with. This I am just throwing away. This I actually got when Stella, before she was born. It was a shower gift from somebody, and it's the Johnson's Natural Baby Lotion, and I went to go open it the other day to put lotion on her, and I noticed that it was very congealed and separated and gross. So I just waited way too long to use this on her, and now I have to throw it away. As you can see, it even still has the seal on it. So it just, I wish I could explain to you how nasty it looks in here. You can't really tell because it's a little bit like opaque, but it just sounds chunky and gross in there, so it's just going. I finished up a Suave Natural Infusion Moisturizing Conditioner. This is the one with macadamia oil and white orchid. I really like this conditioner. It's $2.50 and it's great. It doesn't weigh my hair down. It's very moisturizing. I have since already repurchased it, and I'll repurchase it again in the future, but I want to try something else. So I probably, after I finish my next one, won't go back to this for a few months, but it's one that I will repurchase again in the future, absolutely. Oh, here's another Paula's Choice Earth Sourced Purely Natural Refreshing Toner. So, finished two. I also finished a Paula's Choice Skin Refining 2% BHA lotion, and this has salicylic acid. The BHA lotion is for all skin types. This is fantastic. So this basically evens out your skin tone, it reduces redness, it builds collagen, it unclogs and diminishes enlarged pores. Oh darn it. I really like this a lot. This is something that I will be purchasing from Paula's Choice in the future because I really like this nice nighttime moisturizer. So I'm just in love with her skincare products right now. For some reason, like that particular line is just meshing so well with my skin, and it just seems to be balancing everything out. I purchased a retinol from her that I've been using for a couple nights now, and I'm already loving what it's doing. I just can't get enough. Amazing skincare line. Okay, Bath & Body Works Lemon Pomegranate Cream Shower Gel. This was a freebie I got with a coupon. I really like the way that this smelled. I would use this to like shave my legs and like wash my lower body. I can't use highly fragranced lotions on my upper body because of my eczema issues. That's totally frustrating for me, but I do like the smell of this a lot. I don't think I would actually purchase it. If I get another coupon for a free item, I would get this one again. It's very refreshing. It's very lemony, but it also has that like pomegranate fruity note to it. So it doesn't smell like Pledge or just overly lemony, if that makes sense. And then that kind of creamy, like almost vanilla hint to it. It's just a really great scent, and I liked it a lot to shave my legs, so it's good for that. Finished some facial cleansing cotton rounds. I didn't use these to cleanse my face. I used them for my toners. And these were from, where were these from? Equate, so that's Walmart, right? Good enough. I don't believe in spending a lot of money on cotton. When I see people spending money on like the Shiseido cotton pads, I'm like, I'm sure they feel great, but it's a cotton pad. I don't get it. If you love them, that's amazing. I couldn't justify spending that much money on cotton rounds when I can get like a pack of 60 for 99 cents. But I'm cheap like that. Okay, finished up a Tree Hut Shea Sugar Scrub, and this was the Passion Fruit and Guava. This is a scent I will repurchase again. I am using a Mimi Box body scrub right now, which I really like a lot, but since those aren't really readily available just to purchase on their own, I will probably go back to this. This one was a really fruity, like passion fruit type scent. It's pretty strong. I like the Tree Hut scrubs because they're nice and gritty, and they get all of the dead skin cells off, and they're not overly drying. They're not oily, so you don't like coat the bottom of your shower. They're just really great. So yes, I will repurchase this again in the future. I finished an Enjoy Professional Hair Care Volumizing Dry Shampoo. I love this for putting body in my hair. I don't think I even ever recorded any videos when I actually used this, which is ironic because it made my hair look amazing, and you'd think that on days when I'm recording I would take the time to like do something with this, but just never quite works out right. This I really liked a lot. This is expensive. This was $19.95, but I would purchase it again because it worked really well at absorbing a little bit of extra oil, but also adding some grip to my hair without making it feel matted and gross and just crunchy or dry. So it's a great volumizer. I would absolutely purchase this again. I might want to try, I think when the 20% off coupon comes around from Sephora, I'm going to try the Bumble and Bumble, is it the City Swept volumizing spray? I'm not sure, but I'm going to give that one a try, and if that doesn't work quite as well, I'll go back and get some more of this. It's good stuff. I'm really jumping around here. I'm just grabbing out of the bag. So this is another skincare item here. This is the Peter Thomas Roth Firm X Peeling Gel Exfoliant. This was fantastic. I love this. You basically like got a quarter size of it on your hand, and then you would spread it on your face. You would let it sit for like a minute, and then you'd go back and just like rub, and basically it would kind of get gummy, and it would peel off like dead skin cells and stuff that were attached to your skin because the gummy product would kind of grab that stuff. So it was really nice. It's kind of expensive for the full size. I have a product right now from Mimi Box that was sent to me that I am using that is basically the exact same thing. So I'm going to use that up, but again, Mimi Box products aren't readily available individually, so I would consider actually purchasing this in the future, unless I could find a less expensive alternative at like a drugstore. I've never seen one quite like this, so I did like it a lot though. So it's one that I would recommend and that I probably will end up purchasing in the future sometime. This is something from a Mimi Box that I did not like. It was the Muddy Girl Mask, and it was just a single use. It just came in like a little like plastic container. This dried my skin out really badly, and I actually got a couple of breakouts just from my skin sort of freaking out when I used this. It literally sucked every ounce of oil out of my skin, not in a good way. I wish that I would have never even used this. Just was not good. My skin felt very dry, very tight afterwards in like a very unhealthy kind of way. Did not like this Muddy Girl Mask at all. I did color my hair, what was it, a couple weeks ago now. Mostly it's like washed out, but I used the Clairol, what is this, the Natural Instincts. And I used the color Sandalwood. It was a dark, cool blonde shade. That's what it was supposed to look like. This, for whatever reason, even though it wasn't permanent hair color, just damaged the hell out of my hair. And my hair still hasn't really recovered from it. The color was gross. It looked nothing like a dark, cool blonde. It just looked bad. You can see it in a few of my videos from the last couple of weeks. It's slowly kind of been fading. It didn't look good. I will never use the Clairol Natural Instincts again. I just wanted to go a little bit darker for fall, but I wasn't ready to commit to like a permanent color, which is why I did this. I'm going to go back to the L'Oreal Mousse Absolute, and I need to stick with blonde hair because my gray hair just grows in so quickly that the blonde sort of conceals that a little bit better than darker colors do, and I just honestly don't maintain my hair quite as frequently as I should, so the blonde just tends to work better with that. At least an ashy blonde does. There's my cat. So I finished the Omnia Crystalline perfume sample that I got with one of my Sephora orders. I like this. It's a very floral type of scent. I don't think I can get any. Yeah, there's a little bit more in here, but it's not coming out. It smelled very good. I don't think this is one that I would purchase full size. One, I still have so many perfumes that I need to get through, and two, I prefer more warmer, like vanilla, like oriental type scents over like fresher floral type scents. So, but if you like florals, this is definitely a nice one. This is something that I got from my Mimi box, and I did like this. This was basically an AHA treatment. This was called the Killer Kit Rub It Dip It Killer Pad from Joy. So basically this was just a pad that had some solution on it, and you rubbed it on your skin. I believe it was like an AHA type of solution. Burned a little bit. It exfoliated, and then you just basically like rinsed it off, and I was able to use it twice because I just put the little pad back in here. I like this. If we had something in the US like this, I would probably actually purchase it on a somewhat regular basis because I enjoy using AHA treatments. So yeah, I did like this one, and again, this was from one of my Mimi boxes, so this was fun to try. That was a Mimi box success. Okay, this I'm just getting rid of. It's a sample of the Clinique Stay Matte Oil-Free Makeup. I tried this once on my skin and didn't actually really like the way that it wore, so I still have a little bit more in this sample, but she didn't color match me very well either. Like this is not my color. But also I just didn't like the way that it felt. I'm just not a liquid foundation kind of girl. I've tried so many samples from Sephora with liquid foundations. The only one that came close to being good for my skin was the Hourglass Immaculate foundation. I will be purchasing that in the full size at some point. It's just $52, so it's hard to justify, especially while I'm still trying to maintain some kind of a beauty budget this year, even though I've already blown through my $400. So no, I would not purchase the Clinique. Lastly, I finished up my Redken All Soft Conditioner. I really like this a lot, although I think I may have gotten a bad batch this time around. For some reason, this didn't feel as moisturizing on my hair. The last time that I had this, it made my hair silky, silky soft. And this one did a good job, but not as good. So I don't know if my hair got used to it. I don't know if I believe that your hair can get used to like any product line, because I definitely had a break in between this one and the last one. So I don't know. I will try this again because I've liked this line for a really long time. This the shampoo's really nice. Has a really nice soft like honey scent. This does have argan oil in it, which I like using in my hair. So the next time that Ulta has a leader sale, I will pick another one of these up and give it another go. If it does it the next go around, I'll just kind of write it off. But I really liked it the first time, so I'm going to give it another chance. So that is everything in terms of my beauty empties, skincare, makeup, hair care for the month of September. Finished quite a bit, and now I'm going to go ahead and record my home fragrance empties for you. So if you're interested in that video, I will link it down below. I will upload both at the same time, and If you don't want to watch my home fragrance empties, thank you for hanging out, and I'll see you guys in my next video.